Welcome to Earth Roots Healing. Much love to you and yours. You know, we had a video the other day about some coconuts that fell from our coconut tree because of the tropical storm. Well, more have been falling. It loosened a bunch up. So we're going to keep these three and add to the three we harvested the other day. And we're going to give these three to our neighbors because they're always sharing good foods with us. And you know, we have an abundance. We just wanted to show you that, and then we're going to go around the yard and show several different interesting updates about this and that today. En un momento.
Welcome back. We're here showing our bell peppers and our banana peppers. I don't know if you can see this, but we have one growing here.
Beautiful.
And then here, banana pepper.
Best progress.
Yay. I don't know if you can see that. There.
Very good. Look at it. Beautiful.
Excited.
All right. On to the next thing. Okay, so check it out. This is papaya tree number 7. This is the weird alien papaya. We have no idea where it came from. We found it growing in a carrot box that didn't work out, but at least it grew a papaya tree. So we put it here. We weren't even 100% sure it's a papaya, but it is. It's big enough now, we definitely know what it is. It is a papaya tree. It's growing rapidly. It's loving the loose dirt here. It's going to make a great fence post and share some papayas with our awesome neighbors who are always sharing things with us. So it is just all good. So just wanted to make that update. It was not a mistake. It really is a papaya. It loves its new place. It's growing rapidly. The other 6 we have, most of them are like yay big now and growing rapidly. Within a couple months, maybe less, this one will be that big. It probably has the best dirt out of all of them because this whole thing I built here is all loose dirt, so it's probably going to grow the fastest. My plan is later on, this papaya will probably be mature enough to be making fruit within a year or less. I'm going to take all this wood and the borders and the stuff I built down and just throw some dirt on the root ball at that point and just let the tree go. So all this decorative stuff is just kind of temporary. It was a place to give it a good start. But by the time the roots are down into the normal ground level there, I won't need any of this anymore. So I'll tear it all apart, take it out of here. And like I said, I'll kind of throw a little more dirt over the root ball and just let it go. So that's our update on that. Okay, so this is part of Project Save the Gojis because, and for those of you that really followed all of our videos, this has been a multi-stage process. We moved them once, they did a little better, but then things started to go sour. So now what we've done, we have 4 Goji plants. We've put 2 in the greenhouse. Now this one is showing no signs of life right now. So Natalie's going to use some of her magic sprays and formulas to see if she can bring it back to life. This one's looking pretty good. So we're going to do them in containers for now so we can really keep them near the house and tend to them often and take care of them and do things for them. Because they're a really important herb, plant, fruit. You would do well to put a little research into them. You would not be wasting your time if you're curious about Gojis, G-O-J-I, or wolfberries. But anyway, we decided to try 2 different things. We're going to try 2 in the greenhouse here and to see how that rehabs them and how they grow. And then in a moment we'll show you where we have the other 2. Alright, welcome back. So here's the other 2 Goji plants. These are both looking okay. I mean, this one has signs of life. It's still clearly alive. It lost most of its leaves. They were going downhill where they were. I think it might have been too wet and too clay, the soil. So we put some better dirt, mixed it in here, and like I say, now we got them where we can tend to them. The 2 in the greenhouse are one experiment. The 2 here are another experiment. What I did is I took the tin, the dilapidated tin after the recent tropical storm, when I realized the most dangerous thing around here in high winds is just the old tin. So it was extra motivation to go ahead and strip this room because it was dilapidated and falling apart anyway. The cool thing about having this old shed with the concrete walls is anything we grow in containers or boxes or anything we set up in here, it keeps the jungle off of it for you. So it's actually really convenient. So we're trying it both ways. We got 2 plants here in the open air in the normal sun and rain. and we water them and treat them as we choose, because it's right near the house where they're easy to tend to. We got the 2 in the greenhouse. So down the line we'll have some updates on what actually is working better with our goji plants. Now, a couple other things. The neighbors gave us some red apples. I love red apples. My youngest son loves red apples. So I planted the seeds here. We'll see if we can get some red apple trees going to go, you know, along with our other apple trees we already have going. These are avocado pits here, seeds. They're cracked open. They haven't sprouted yet, but they might. If not, we'll just keep trying until we get them. In the past, even living in the States, I managed to get one to sprout finally. I lost it because I didn't have the conditions up there to really take care of the tree as it grew. Here we do. So as soon as we get a couple of these going, I have a plan. Out in our field, let's go show that. Let me show you guys where I intend to plant the next 2 avocado trees and why in a moment. Okay, so we've been building these composts, these outdoor heaps of various ingredients, really anything from nature that'll rot, including dead iguanas. I mean, I've mixed every kind of thing we come across into here. Our scraps, bones, things I've found, rotting wood. When I trim the trees, I bury the branches in here because they rot and feed it. So we got these outdoor heaps here. You can see they're very fertile because the weeds are going crazy. And we've planted, you know, squash, watermelon. We've got some squash growing out of this one. We're not sure about other things. We planted honeydew, cantaloupe. We're experimenting because those are crawling vines and we could let them crawl out in this field and grow. And if they get established, any of those things, if they work here, it'll just be a free supply of food. But also what I learned from watching some other good gardening channels, not that this is just a gardening channel, but obviously that's one thing we're really into. I learned that avocado trees like when you build sort of an above ground, nutrient-rich supply of dirt for them to grow in. Because one of their main problems is if they get too deep and their roots get trapped in clay, and the clay holds too much water, it can stunt the growth or even kill the tree eventually. We have 2 avocado trees that are doing well so far towards the fence of our property back there. But what I'm going to do is when we get 2 more started, I'm going to get on top of these piles, probably put cardboard all over it to suppress all the weeds in a nice radius, cut a little hole in the middle, and plant those trees right there in the middle. And that should give them a huge head start on growing, a bunch of really good nutrients. And we've just seen others have had more success planting them above ground like that. So that way, if these piles grow squash and various melons and things, they can still do that, and those can crawl out through the field. But right in the middle of each pile would be a good place to have an avocado tree. That's what we're thinking, and that's what I envision doing soon enough when we get some started. Just so you know. I think those are our updates for today, right?
Yes.
All right. Much love to you and yours. Plant something, grow something, talk to it. It's listening. It'll love you back. Much love to you and yours from Earth Roots Healing, always.
Thank you for watching.